CJ Stroud spotted with Amber Rose. Say it ain't so. 5 immediate thoughts. My goodness.
Yeah. It's the Locker Room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, Locker Room. Yeah, we in the Locker Room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize every angle's what we really
Welcome
do.
to the Locker Room, number one source for Texans digital content. I'm Landry Locker. You can hear me Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 Central, Sports Radio 610, and the Odyssey app. You can kind of hear the defeat on my voice. I didn't anticipate having to do this video. I thought this video would never happen. I thought this was a thing of the past, but in case you've been living under a rock, the internet is going nuts. Everyone has picked it up. CJ Stroud, very popular guy right now, quarterback for the Texans. He was spotted leaving Travis Scott's celebrity softball game with Amber Rose. Here is the video, courtesy of 97.9 The Box. This is CJ Stroud and Amber Rose leaving the game. CJ. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Now, I don't want to rush to judgment. We don't know what's going on here. And hell, they're adult folks and they can do what they want. But I do think there are a lot of angles to play off of this news. And I got 5 thoughts that immediately cross my mind when it comes to this. I've gotten a lot of messages on this, a lot of fans on this. And I think we need to respect the opinions of everyone when it comes to this, locally, specifically, nationally, etc. Some would say, why are you talking about this? Why would I not be? I cover the Texans. 97.9 The Box is going to be all over this. This is one of the top stories. And going through what the Texans have gone through recently, it's kind of like a oh no, and it could be much to do with nothing. So we'll figure it out. But I want to touch on the 5 thoughts that crossed my mind, starting with thought 1. We got to respect the two of them. They're both grown. CJ Stroud, he's a little bit younger. Amber Rose, I think, is 40. CJ, I think, just turned 22, 20. I think he's 22 years old. We got to respect both of them. Now, I have heard Cameron and Mace on It Is What It Is talk about these 40-year-old women preying on these young men. They were talking about Larsa Pippen, the Kardashians, all that. But they're both grown. So they can make their own decisions. You respect it. They're also in the spotlight, and their decisions, whether agree, disagree, serious, not serious, they are going to be microanalyzed, but in a respectful manner, at least here. We're always going to respect all opinions. Thought number 1, they're grown. They're at different phases in their life. I think Amber Rose has 2 kids. CJ Stroud, 22 years old, God-fearing man. I don't know what Amber's religious beliefs are. Thought number 2, while we respect those two, we got to respect the Texans fan PTSD. You just had a quarterback who was hyped up as a servant leader. And I don't, I'm not attacking the character of Deshaun Watson. I understand why he wanted out of town. I think there's middle ground with what he went through. But regardless of what did or didn't happen, whether it was just, whether it was unjust, whether he's the worst thing that people think he is, or he's misunderstood, or he's somewhere in between, horniness impacted the quality of quarterback and negatively impacted his career. Regardless of what you think, no matter what, Texans fans, they had a quarterback that they put up on a pedestal, much like we do CJ Stroud now, and horniness got in the way of it. And nothing screams horny like Amber Rose. She was doing hoe marches before. She's one of the biggest hip hop / pop culture sex symbols that there is. And when you've gone through what Texans fans have gone through with horniness, can't believe I'm doing this, negatively impacting your quarterback, naturally, you have that PTSD. So respect that they are grown, and also respect that Texans fans have horny QB PTSD. Thought 3, Amber, even with the people, and I know there's a certain portion of jock sniffers that just for whatever reason, I don't know when this happened. A lot of them are like media types too. It's okay to respect the two of them, but you don't have to go above and beyond to just defend everything an athlete does. And he hasn't done anything wrong. We just want CJ Stroud to be good. We want him to be good here for a long time. We want him to be what he says he is, and we don't want him to get poisoned by Amber Rose. But even if you're one of these jock sniffers who say, I don't know why people are talking about this, let's be honest. If you were advising a 22-year-old kid like CJ Stroud or an athlete, and I can't wait to hear Cameron and Mace talk about this on It Is What It Is, because I think they're going to lay it down. And I think it's going to get a lot more understanding than perhaps me, because I don't grow up in that industry. I don't grow up at that level of fame. But if you were advising, let's say, any rookie coming into the league, and you made a top 5 or top 10 list of don't date this woman rankings, Amber Rose is top 5 or top 10. Like, there's no doubt about it. She's top 5 or top 10. Let's be serious. She makes your list. Like, if you, it's one thing to just blindly defend the athletes, but let's just keep it real. She would make the list. Thought 4. CJ Stroud's young. He's getting his first taste of many things. Fame, being the top dog, being a national brand. This is his first taste. Hell, maybe he's getting a taste of Amber Rose. Who knows? But this is his first taste. These are his first challenges. He's growing up in front of our eyes. When I was 22 years old, I mean, I was probably blackout drunk right now, and who knows what the hell I was doing. So CJ Stroud is getting his first taste. I do hope, though, even though we're out of season, that the D'Amico rat poison, which D'Amico always talks about, don't eat the rat poison. I do hope that is not something that is going on with Amber Rose. By the way, Amber Rose's list. There's a lot of guys that I hadn't heard of, but Kanye, she's been with, I think she has kids with Wiz Khalifa. They were married. 21 Savage. She had my man 21 Savage at the Ho rally. Look at that right there. 21 Savage. Look at that. The Ho rally. He's walking around defending the Hoes. That's 21 freaking Savage. And Amber Rose doing a little Ho rally. Ain't that just absolutely crazy right there? She also had Kanye West licking her head. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is a throwback. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Wonder if CJ did that. And she's also been with Machine Gun Kelly, and she was recently linked to, this one's random, Chris Rock. Don't know what's going on with that, but who knows? Which brings me to thought 5, and this is just the thoughts that cross my mind. I'm not saying that that's a safe place or anything like that, but thought 5 is, do they match as a couple? Like, could this just be like a quick, maybe it was a ride. Maybe it was a DoorDash. Maybe he gave her a ride. Maybe it was a smash and dash. Maybe it's the start of something. I don't know. Again, they're both grown, but do they really match as a couple? Like, if you listen to CJ Stroud talk, do you sit there and say, you know what? I really think that him and Amber Rose would be a perfect couple. I don't. I'm not going to say that I'm a matchmaker. I'm not going to say that I'm the best judge of character, but I am going to say I respect everyone's point of view here. Thought 1, respect the two of them. They're grown. Thought 2, respect Texans fans, horny QB PTSD. Thought 3, Amber Rose would be on please no power rankings without hesitation if you were advising a young man who not to date in the industry. Thought 4, maybe he's getting his first taste of many things. And thought 5, do they match as a couple? Crazy thing is, not too long time ago, I was talking about Kim Kardashian, and man, please don't date Kim Kardashian, CJ. Just doesn't sound as bad as it did at one point. Subscribe, like, ride along. Best Texans coverage in the country. Listen to me on In the Loop, 10 to 2 Central, Sports Radio 610, the Odyssey app. What do you think about this Amber Rose thing? Where do you fall? I covered all the ground. Where do you fall on this whole thing? Appreciate you for coming through. Comes to this Texan stuff. We're all in it together, no matter what. We've been through some crazy, crazy, crazy times.
Got the game in the headlock, localized every time, can't stop, won't stop.